Hello Aries, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading, your love forecast focusing on the second half of April from the 16th through the 30th. General advice as always, guys, so please keep that in mind throughout the reading and take from it what makes sense for you and release what doesn't. I'll be pulling from these three decks this time. This is the Pining Rose Twin Flame Ascension deck by Calico Moon. I'll be grabbing some cards from the Angels of Romance Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot, and lastly by Fire Witch Tarot, the Unspoken Messages deck. This is volume 2. All right, so let's get into it, and I will of course clarify with my tarot decks. All right, so what is it that you need to know heading into the second half of April here? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. What is the advice here? And if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. This is part 1 of your love forecast. If it resonates with you, which I hope it does, of course, and you'd like to watch the extended, that will be available on my Patreon page. That link is down below in the description box. All right, Aries, here we go. What do we have here? We've got grace. Okay, so maybe this is how you're handling things right now. You know, you're trying to handle things very gracefully, perhaps, or that's how your person sees you. And it's a part of your vibe right now. Let's see. Somebody's name could also be Grace. We have mourning. So if this is what's going on in your life right now, Aries, even though you're in mourning, and for some of you guys that could be a literal interpretation of you possibly losing a loved one, maybe someone's passed on, and however difficult that might be, you're just handling this whole situation with grace. That's how I'm seeing this. And I have cards flying. This one, we have distraction, and the card that flew off my desk, it's totally far away from my desk, which means I'm gonna have to take my microphone off and go get it. Hold on. Here's the microphone. Let me go get that card. This one really flew. Oops. Check it out. We've got the Divine Masculine flying all the way across the room. Let me get my microphone back on. So what's going on here? This distraction might have something to do with the Divine Masculine as well as this mourning energy, because you could be ultimately mourning the end of a partnership, the fact that you guys are in separation. The distraction card could be indicative of a tower moment that you guys might have experienced. And if you take a look at this photo, which is such a powerful image, you know, you can kind of see the outline there of perhaps the masculine and divine feminine. Maybe you're really feeling your masculine's presence somehow, even though you guys are not together in the physical sense in the 3D world. And I just happened to glance at the bottom of the deck. We've got a soul connection here. So there's something going on between the two of you energetically. There could be some telepathic communication happening here as well. So let's clarify this. Let's see what else is going on. I'll be pulling from my Tanyelu Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Aries for the second half of April. All right, so we're still in Aries season. Got a few more days left. So this is something that's heavily affecting you at this time, Aries. And the Divine Masculine could be feeling the connection even from a distance. Okay, so we do have a card in the reverse, which is the Seven of Cups. Some of you guys could be focused on a water sign here, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. That could be the masculine, but that could be a part of your own vibe as well, Divine Feminine. In the upright, this represents having way too many choices, having way too many options. But in the reverse, this could be confusion. This could be some sort of diversion Somebody's lack of purpose. You know, they don't have that sense of direction here. That could be the divine masculine. Maybe that's why it's showing up here. Interestingly enough, too, the Seven of Cups in the reverse can represent an illusion or even a fantasy. So I'm kind of getting this for some of you. We might have a divine masculine who's trying to distract themselves by fantasizing about you in the 5D, for example, because they are not with you in the 3D. But they'd love to be able to manifest that. They would love for that to be a part of their reality. We've got the Magician coming through here, which is all about manifestation. And maybe they see you as their ideal person, but what's coming through here, it's a connection that is at a distance from one another in the 3D sense. So they think about you, they mourn the loss of your presence in their life, and a part of the interpretation too of the Magician is that they might be interested in rekindling this partnership. Now this is interesting as well. We've got the Knight of Wands. Could be picking up off of Aries energy, you know, because we do have the wands representing fire. Now for some of you divine feminines, your masculine could have been distracted by other people, other situations. The Knight of Wands is a very adventurous person. The Knight of Wands could also be the type that's non-committal. They tend to get distracted by situations where they might not have been able to give all of their attention to you, divine feminine. The Knight of Wands can have a player mentality, and maybe that's why we've got this divine masculine coming through here with that distraction card right next to it. So I'm kind of feeling, for some of you guys that relate to this, the divine masculine, they might not have appreciated the soul connection while you guys were together, and now that you're no longer a part of their life, perhaps, divine feminine, they feel that emptiness. They're lonely, they're sad, they're missing you, they're thinking about you. And what they're really wanting here is for things to ultimately work out, for this connection to be coming back into union in the 3D world. Because in the 5D, I feel they've fantasized about that, what it would be like to be with you again. And should it come to fruition in real life for this masculine, this is a masculine I feel who's not going to miss out on the opportunity, divine feminine, to really show you how much you are cared for, how much you are loved. Because we now have a divine masculine, believe it or not, representing Aries specifically. So if you happen to be watching for your divine masculine, who is the Aries here? Well, here they are. This is the Emperor showing up representing the divine masculine. Okay, we can't make that one up. It's showing up right here. And so your divine masculine, divine feminines, they are ready to take full control of the situation. If they were entertaining way too many options before, because you may no longer be in their life, so there's this sense of confusion. It's like, I had this person in my life and I didn't appreciate them when they were with me. I feel so connected to this person now and they're not in my life. So part of that confusion, it's really messing them up, I feel. We've got the Ace of Swords. So this masculine finally gaining clarity to be able to do right by you, divine feminine. And this is also a card of cutting things and people out, you know. So if there were, for example, too many options in love and romance for this masculine, maybe that's a behavior that they've decided to no longer be in. They've had this clarity, they've had that epiphany, they now see things very clearly as to what it is that they need to do. And so it makes sense for me that we have the Fool card coming through here, because this is a new beginning followed by the Lover's card. All right, so it really comes down to the choices that they are willing to make at this point in order to be back in your life. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Gemini as well. They feel connected. We see that here. The sexual attraction, their appetite for you, the chemistry, they feel it. But part of this distraction is that they didn't appreciate it when they had you in their life. They allowed these distractions to come in. Part of those distractions might have something to do with that Seven of Cups in the upright, just having way too many choices, way too many options. But ultimately, I feel this divine masculine ended up not making the wisest of choices. And so they're ready to make different decisions, better choices for this connection moving forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some more insight here for you, Aries. All right, so what else are we going to grab from? Where's that deck? Here we are. So from the Angels of Romance, what else do we need to know here? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries. So the divine masculine definitely showing up in this reading. And I love how the Emperor represents Aries specifically. What else do we need to know? Making peace, lyrics of apologies. So there could be particular songs that the divine masculine might be listening to or be directing these messages to you somehow, divine feminine, in order to make peace with you. So maybe this apology is coming through music that you're actually listening to at this point in time. Let's see what else. But yeah, that's a true indication here that they really want to come towards you to fix things. They see you as a soulmate. Soul connection, union of love. So there's that reference that's coming through twice in this reading where we've got two cards saying the same thing. They feel that soul connection with you. I feel it's mutual. I don't think it's just the masculine that's feeling that way. I feel divine feminines, you feel it too. Oh my goodness, look at this. We have hopeful, and it says spiritual healing, rekindling of love. And that is what they want. They want to be able to rekindle this partnership. It's one thing to fantasize about it, but they want this to be a part of their reality. Okay, so let's grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection tarot with this one. Oops, I forgot to grab some dialogue. Let's do that from the unspoken messages. So since we've gotten a lot of divine masculine energy coming forward, let's see if this is representing the masculine or even the feminine, if you resonate with it. What are the words that go along with these cards, this message? Okay, my love, do not cry for me. A higher power has a plan for us to be together. Please have faith. Whoa, that's powerful. Okay, so this could be a message from your masculine, divine feminine. Okay, let's grab one more. So don't shed any tears over this situation. It will ultimately improve. And this is a masculine that's just trusting, perhaps, that the universe will help bring you guys back together. They want that union. They want that rekindling of the partnership. I'm working with the universe on a special surprise for you. Do you see that? Whatever that surprise is, the masculine, they've got some plans. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries for this first half of your love forecast. Oh my goodness. Second time that we have the Seven of Cups coming up in the reverse. So this is something that they need to figure out because they're coming through with this very confused state. You know, maybe they're confused as to how to go about fixing this, or it is through their confusion that they made wrong choices. But they want so badly to be able to experience better times with you, to have a new beginning, to be able to have cause for celebration here, for you guys to come back together. You've got the Wheel of Fortune here. So this is clarifying that there are some changes that are coming in, new cycles that could be replacing old cycles. This represents good luck and good karma, that things are turning in your favor when it comes to this partnership, and things will eventually start moving. Okay, so this is a very triumphant energy coming forward from the Chariot. Now, some of you guys could also be dealing with a Cancer specifically. I love that. So it does seem here, if things feel like they are stuck somehow and you guys just aren't moving, things just aren't progressing, I feel, especially on behalf of the masculine, they're wanting to make different and better choices here so that you guys can find your way back to each other. And then bottom of the deck, we've got Three of Pentacles. They want to work with you, Divine Feminine. And as long as you guys are both working together, because the Three of Pentacles, it's about collaboration, working together, it's about teamwork. This has a wonderful chance of working out. Okay? So that's where I will leave part 1 of this reading. If this resonates with you, I would love to see you over on Patreon for the extended reading. If you are also interested in obtaining your own personal private reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Definitely still desire you, Divine Feminine. They find you to be very attractive. The sexual chemistry, the appetite, it's there, you know? And they're truly wondering, are you up for this? Are you against getting back together? How are you feeling? So the Divine Masculine could be going back and forth about this because they're ready to propose something to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a proposal, although for some of you guys it could be. Who's to say it can't, right? But the proposition here could simply be to get the conversation started, for you guys to start talking again, to start mending what happened before, to drive a wedge between the two of you. When they think about you, they're on cloud 9. They still feel very connected to you. All right, so let's go ahead and add to this with some tarot messages. I'll be pulling from my Illuminated Star Tarot. This is volume 2. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries for this extended reading. What do we need to know here? All right. We've got the High Priestess representing the Divine Feminine. And so whatever is happening between you and your masculine energetically, spiritually, emotionally, even in the 5D interaction, it's very important for you, Divine Feminine, to trust what it is that you're feeling at this time when it comes to this connection. It's all about what you're feeling, you know, your gut instincts, your intuition.